Somebody said to us in an interview that we did, 1 minute I'm cooking pancakes for my children in the kitchen, and the next minute the kids have gone to school and I'm in court.
The importance of advice, especially legal advice, is not just in terms of helping people understand their rights and the law. It also is about setting expectations.
Before lockdown, most non-online justice, analogue justice, had a significant problem in tribunals and courts with litigants in person who simply had no way of navigating the system.
On the research team, we call it Linda's Auntie Eileen test. My Auntie Eileen left school at 15. Would she understand this procedure? Would she know where she's got to go? Would she know what she needs to do? So I've always looked at access to justice from an ordinary person's perspective. And then COVID just changed all that.
It literally stopped everything on a day when it became unsafe to go into the building. And that brought incredible challenges. How do you keep it open by online justice, which wasn't a regular thing? You know, you've got 6 to 10 days to sort out an asylum seeker who's destitute because they can't earn money. If you've got a child that needs a welfare decision, that might need to be made overnight. These things were real. You couldn't just wait.
Pretty much everything that could go online was going online.
There wasn't decent information out there for people to be able to attend these hearings. This was an enormous gap, and this was something that needed to be filled.
At the Centre for Socio-Legal Studies, we continue to have a really interdisciplinary team. That made us agile. We started off with a very specific practical goal to produce some films to help people understand video hearings.
We then submitted for funding. We were really lucky, they turned it around very fast. And along with our partners at Her Majesty's Court and Tribunal Service, we started this research to get these films off the ground. So we ran focus groups in a socially distanced way, in community gardens, in church hall, car parks, under gazebos. So we were talking to judges, we were talking to lawyers, we talked to the technical teams which help people log on, and they had a hell of a lot to say, as you'd imagine, about some of these issues. But the really important ones for us were those kind of public users.
And they were our harshest critics. So if anybody tells you that disadvantaged people do not have voice, in our instance, it was not true. So that really improved them. I think that was the best outcome.
I think we would have got some of the way there slowly. We wouldn't have realised what all of the needs were of the users.
Many of the jurisdictions insisted on embedding the links to their films and their notices of hearings, which is amazing. So that means if you're going to a hearing, you'll be getting your letter, which is a notice of hearing, and they will suggest that you might want to view this film. And I think that speaks a lot to just the quality of this work and how it can help people.
The fact that they are not part of the court service makes them probably more trustworthy to many people, but it's important that for those who can make use of them, resources such as these videos would be out there.
And this project from the get-go, this research, had a momentum that I just can't explain.
I think it's probably one of the most interesting and exciting projects that I've ever been involved with. We learned so much along the way. There are so many academic papers flying out of this. Anna and I cannot keep up with the amount of publications that we need to get out of this. It was so interesting, but it also just feels really fulfilling to do something that is actually going to help somebody who's got a tribunal hearing next week. I think my Auntie Eileen would like that.